All right, folks. Let me just orient you with what's going on here. This is structured as a Capture the Flag event. I'm Sam Bound. I teach at City College San Francisco, and that's Irvin there with the Windows XP background, who also teaches at a college here. And we're both here to help you. And the point of this is structured like a Capture the Flag, but it's not supposed to be a serious, difficult competition where you have baffling puzzles and you're trying to prove how much you know. It's just a way of tricking people into doing their homework. So we're here to help you. I'm going to demonstrate the techniques. If you get stuck, contact us. And I'll record little videos and I'll just put them on the page so anybody that shows up late or anybody that wants to review anything can just go back and see the videos. So there's far more. So the place to go, there's a URL. I had a little statement to put in the chat. Let me put it in there again. All right. So you should all go to this page, which I'm putting in the chat.
I got it, Sam.
Yeah. It's off samsclass.info. And then you'll see there's a series of challenges, and there's far more challenges than you can do in 2 hours. So you should choose a topic that's interesting to you. And I'll just go through them in general. I put this one at the top because if you don't know what to do, you should probably just do this one. This is Splunk, which is wonderful and it's easy. You don't have to install anything. So if you're like, if it's all new to you, just do this one, which I'll demonstrate in a few minutes. Yeah, then we have some Linux projects. You set up a cloud server, and then you set up Splunk and Suricata to monitor the activity of that server, and then you send some attacks or Metasploit and get to detect them with that detection system. And then you set up OS Query, which is a system from Facebook to detect attacks. Here's a couple of books which cover this topic. And then there's some Windows stuff. You prepare a Windows server on either one of these cloud services, either a local machine or a cloud server. And then there's a whole series of Windows projects where you set up Splunk and Sysmon, which is a tool used to monitor the Windows event logs. And then you detect a ransomware attack and capture the RAM from a process, analyze some data with VirusTotal and Wireshark and Packet Total. And then Zeek. Zeek is another very important product, the intrusion detection system originally called Bro, and now renamed Zeek, and it has a wonderful, very friendly online tutorial you can go through, and then you can set it up and use that. Then I have some projects where you practice using the attack matrix, which is a structure used to organize listing all the possible attacks and all the possible defenses so you can test defense tools and rate yourself. And so it's really just learning all these terms on a big grid with a few hundred terms at first. And then you can set up one of the many tools that exploit it. And the free one is Caldera, which is an automated tool that will automatically perform a simulated advanced persistent threat attack against your target so you can test your defenses and see what parts of that attack you were able to stop. And if you're very new to these things, there's some basics down here like binary and learning how to use basic Linux. If you don't know the Linux command line, this Linux journey page is wonderful. And then the more advanced Linux command line, the Bandit challenges, and there's PowerShell challenges too. And then there's a few challenges with Metasploit, practicing to do attacks, and basic networking with Nmap, Wireshark, and Scapy. So if any of these other topics is of interest to you, just skip down there. But if you don't know what to do, then we'll just start with Splunk. But before we do that, there'll be a little pause. I'm going to stop and put up this video. So